shiver. Goalkeepers, nervous strikers, they'll deliver. Crowd roars erupted.
Hello there, Nigerian fans, Nigerian super fans, fans of Nigerian Super Eagles. So, fans of the channel, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel and share this content to people you feel who enjoy this sort of content. So, in today's video, essentially what I'll be doing, I'll be reading off with your comments that you've dropped in the comment section, mainly from the game versus, or mainly from the video where I was reacting to Nigeria versus Jamaica Unity Cup final and other comments as well. So I'll be reading them off and I'll be responding to them on this video. So let's go straight into it. So the first one I'm going to read off is from Uchin Nwosu 4625. He says, I disagree with you about the need for a number 10. It's a long one, so I'll break it down. He says, I disagree with you about the need for a 10 or playmaker in the Super Eagles. We don't need a singular 10 like JJ in the present squad because we have multiple creative players. We have Alex Iwobi, we have Ademola Lookman, we have Samuel Chukwueze. They are all exceptionally gifted footballers. We should all focus on areas where we are weak, which is defensively. Now, first off, before I go on, it's a long one. Before I go into the other aspects of the comments, I'll say this. Nigeria needs a 10. 100%. Nigeria needs a number 10. Fine, Ademola Lookman is creative, but the way 10 creates is different. The impact a number 10 would have in a team is different. A number 10 would help free up Ademola Lookman, will help free up Victor Osimhen, will help free up Samuel Chukwueze, will help free up, the attacking talents you have on the pitch. Now, for instance, let's take a club like Chelsea. Of course, you have Pedro Neto. He's creative in his own way. You have Noni Madueke. He's creative in his own way. And then you have the Cole Palmer, who is the 10, that has the major responsibility of creation. So, whilst it's true we have creative players, Nigerian Super Eagles does have creative players, that can be improved. The creativity in a team can be improved. And that decision making of a 10, you can't replicate it in any other sort of player. You can't replicate it in a wing back, in a winger. So for me, a 10 is still needed in this team. That's how you improve this team. Yes, the team is okay-ish at the minute in terms of creativity, but you watch yesterday's game, if you had an actual number 10, there would have been a lot more chances created and hence more goals scored. And even in the World Cup qualifying games, the AFCON qualifying games, you would have seen more goals. And this is not to say you can't improve on other areas. You should be able to improve on every area where you see the need to. So, on the way, your thoughts are on that. Let me know in the comment section. Then we go on to the next one. It says, still the same comment. It says, they're all the same. We should focus on where we are weak, which is defensively. I noticed I didn't say our defense. Notice I didn't say our defense was weak. The defense is responsible for the entire team. However, we have problem areas and personnel. We need a backup for Ola Aina right back. We need always to play two defensive midfielders. We need to always play two defensive midfielders. That way, can be in an advanced role. I will go with Onyedika, Christian Uche, and Iwobi. Now, I want to say this. Whilst you want to say defending is for the whole team, in modern day football, attacking is for the whole team as well. But you can identify that those who are primarily charged with attacking, you can say, oh, the attack is weak. Let's say I'm meant to be the number 9 for the Nigerian Super Eagles. You can say, the attack is weak because Ugo is playing number 9. So the same thing can be said of the defense. We can't wrap the defense and say defending is the entire team's responsibility. Yes, the attackers are meant to press high up, so that they can win the ball high up. Yes, wingers are meant to track back. Agreed. But the defense does have issues, as you identified. The defense has issues. Ismail Sadiq shouldn't be in this team anymore. That's why I said he should not be in this team anymore. So he should be out. He should be out of the team, and then you bring in, Olaina and find a second stair or second chair. Or a deputy for Ola, someone that can compete with him for that right back slot, that can push him, to even be better. Because when you look over your shoulder and you see someone that can actually compete with you for the starting berth in the team, that makes you a lot better. That motivates you as a player to get even better. And I think practice somewhere while he's decent, Nigeria can do a lot better in that right back role. So I'll just skim through this. It's very, very long. If Murphy and Awoni are unavailable, the search should be Osimhen's backup. First off, Murphy has no business being in this team. I don't even rate him. He says he wants to play for England, but I don't even rate him. He's not that great, honestly. He's just not. And then he will be as a 10. I know what I see when I say he will be isn't that great. He's good, but if you want to keep going with okay, that's fine. But for me, the midfield needs to be shaken up really, really soon. So then the last thing he says, he's not quite, Tolu Rokodere is not quite, has to wait. He's not quite there yet. Fredrick and Ago already for prime time. I agree with you on that. They're ready to go into the team for more competitive games. And then you're talking about Cyril Dessas. Okay, something about Cyril Dessas. So Cyril Dessas, you say if Murphy and Awoni are unavailable, Dessas should be Osimhen's backup. Murphy, like I said, has no business being on here. He's not that good. He's not even a striker. So I don't know why you mentioned Murphy. And then Taiwo Awoni, I'm just so happy that he's recovering from his injury and his surgery, his operation. So getting better by the day, by the minute. Happy for him and the family. But when you're talking about strikers for the team, even with Nottingham Forest, he struggled. Really, he struggled. And for me, I don't think he is that answer yet to be the second guy behind Victor Osimhen. I don't think he is. Okay, this comment, I think if you were there on the live stream yesterday, you would have remembered this. Who is the Jamaican disturbing our peace? Who said the Rochelas K says, who is the Jamaican disturbing our peace? So there was a Jamaican brother that was on here and he was good on about Jamaica, saying Jamaica is a better team than Nigeria. Rather, to be fair to him, he said he can't say Nigeria is better than Jamaica until Nigeria plays Jamaica at full strength. But to be fair to us as well, the team that played against Jamaica yesterday wasn't the full strength team of the Nigerian Super Eagles. So you have to take that into consideration as well. And then we go to Stephen Okoro. Stephen Okoro says local players invited to Super Eagles should be better or in the same level of overseas players. Otherwise, why inviting them? Agu was impressive, but Moses wasn't giving him the pass when we were on the attack. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. For me, if you want to, I agree with you, Stephen. If you want to invite home-based players, you must be inviting the best of the best, because that's the way you market your league. That's the way you promote your league. When you play the friendly, you're playing like Jamaica now, you're playing England, or you're playing Brazil, or you're playing Spain, Italy, whichever team you're playing. When you have a right back or a striker, you get the best striker in the team, in the league, and he comes in and he shines, really plays well. Oh wow, where does he play? Does he play in any European team? Oh no, he doesn't play in any European team. He plays for, let's say, Rivers United, or he plays for Remo Stars. He plays for Aimba in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Say, okay, wow, that means that league must be really good. Look at what he's doing to this top level defender. Look at what he's doing to this top level striker. That's if the player's a defender. That's the way you can promote your league. When people see the top quality players that come up from your league, that's it. So for me, inviting people who are who have 5 goals, in the season after 30 plus appearances, like Alimi, Sikiru Alimi with 5 goals. What is he going to do? And you had the highest goal scorer in the team, in the league, and you did not invite him. So what is the message you're sending to these players? What is the message you're sending to these players? So for me, I agree with you. Just as we want to get the best of the best foreign-based players, we also need to be getting the best of the best home-based players. That's just my opinion on what your thoughts are on that one. And then we've got Fad Sports says Sadiq was too slow. Felix Agu was fantastic. Fredrick tried his best. Desas was good and technical. Yeah, Sadiq too slow to be a right back in this age. In this age where wingers have become more athletic than they used to be, you can't have a slow fullback, and especially the way he wants to play. He wants to be overly aggressive. He's very rash in his tackles, and sometimes when you've got recovery pace, that saves you. That saves you. And what we don't get, you can't walk on your recovery pace. Maybe you have a marginal increase, but you can't go from someone who has snail speed to have the speed of a gazelle. You just can't walk like that. Maybe you become a slightly faster snail, but you don't become a gazelle. So I'm sorry, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. So he has to be dropped. Maybe if they want to use him, is to find a way and have him in midfield. Maybe so he can be an aggressive tackler in there. Maybe. And so responding to now go to his discuss was good and technical. Yeah, you can say it was good and technical, but something was lacking for me. And that's why I say if you want to get the best out of Cyril Dessas, you need to get the number 10 that will shred those balls, accurately and precisely. And that's where you see him score a lot of goals. But when you want him to be that guy, that'll play with a vengeance like a Victor Osimhen, then he's going to struggle. And he did struggle yesterday, but fair play to him. He got an assist and a goal in the Unity Cup, so fair play. But so that's a good return for it for in 3 games. So a goal and assist in 3 games is a very good return, but still he is really, really lacking. So number 10 needs to come in. If you're a fan of Cyril Dessas and you want him to be in the team, then you need to get an actual number 10. So someone like Ethan Wannery, for me, that's the number 1 target. You should be getting. Okay, and who is this one? Says Roddy Roddy Ebakpa. Hope I didn't butcher your name. Roddy Ebakpa, 93-58. On a serious note, every Nigerian becomes a coach whenever the super lads play. I think everyone should shut up. So this is what I don't get. I don't respect comments like this. I do not. You know, I respect opinions. I respect that you may have a different opinion to me. Like you can say Cyril Dessas is that guy. You can say you think Ismail Sadiq is good. I can disagree with you, but for your opinion to be actually don't have an opinion, that is just silly. That is just silly talk. So you go on the channel to say, "Oh, you shouldn't have an opinion. You should tell the person to shut up." That is silly. That is just silly. Football is a subjective thing. People see it differently, and people should be allowed to have their opinion. People should be allowed to disagree with you, and you obviously should allow people to disagree. You should allow people to disagree with you, and you should be allowed to disagree with people. That's what makes it fun, and that's what intelligent people do. It's not a thing where, oh, why you maybe someone has said something you don't like, you say, oh, you're talking too much. Stop that. On this channel, you feel free, drop your comments, disagree with me, I'll disagree with you. You can even come, on the channel and disagree with ourselves, and that's completely fair. So um the next one is Benson GD Folari. Okay, Folari says, try share your thoughts on Akin's mirror with Chelle. The Stars played excellently. His link up was superb. He created chances that were not converted. His red and strikers we have apart from Victor Osimhen. Mm, he's a good goal scorer, and I'll give him kudos for the assist he made. Like I said, that's in Dessas. But one thing I keep saying, if you want him to be in this team and really try, you need to have that 10 behind him. Those are my thoughts on Cyril Dessas. So thanks for your comments, Benson GD Folari. Thanks for your comments. And definitely Eric Chelle, DNFF. What are you doing? You can tell me you don't notice what you haven't noticed what Ebenezer Kingsmere is doing. You don't see his ability on the ball. You don't see that it's something that we need in the team. It's obviously something that we needed in the team. And the last comment on here that I'll be reading out today is from Ayorinde Emmanuel. Says your analysis are spot on. can't agree less. Now, these are some comments I like. um, uh, I joke, but seriously, really appreciate all your comments coming in to me. Whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, that's all fine. That's what life is all about. People having different perspectives, different opinions. People watch a movie and see different things. People watch a football match and they see different things. You know, you may see this as I say, link up play is good, the assist, he created chances, and he got a goal, 1 goal in 3 games is one goal in 2 games rather is a very good return. I can see it differently. So that's what it's all about. So keep your comments coming in, keep subscribing to the channel, keep sharing this content with people you feel will love content such as this. So with that, we've come to the end of this video, and hopefully see you on yet another video. Stay well and stay blessed. Bye bye.